Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Poverty Hill Adventures. I like shooting traditional bows and primitive bows, and with shooting these bows comes the need for practice, a lot of practice, year-round practice. And that means even shooting in the winter months, the coldest months of the year. And I shoot wood arrows. Shoot wood arrows year-round, all winter long. And when it gets really cold, like it has this winter, the glue-on style field points often come off when you're pulling an arrow out of a foam target. Layered foam targets are not all that bad, but many of the HD foam targets, 3D targets, are. And the more energy the arrow has, the more likely your field point may come off inside a frozen target. Got a little side note. It's got nothing to do with wood arrows or field points, glue-on field points, but it does have to do with archery in the winter. And I was shooting in a winter 3D league, and it was mostly compound shooters, but there were some traditional shooters. And anyhow, we used to shoot on the weekends in the morning, and some of the mornings were extremely cold. And one morning we were shooting, and I don't know the exact temperature, but it was around zero probably. And there was a group of compound shooters in front of us, and they were good shots, and they drilled the 3D target. I mean, they hit it right in the bullseye, right? And when they went to pull their arrows, the arrows were frozen into the target, and they could not pull the arrows out. Try, they could not pull the arrows out, and they ended up taking the target right off of the metal stakes it was on, putting it on the ground, and one of them anchored the target to the ground, stood on it, and I believe two of them pulled on the arrows, and they still couldn't get the arrow out. It had melted or frozen, or melted and then froze into the target. The target was like a rock, frozen. So they were nice guys, and they put the target back up and let us shoot, and then we shot around them. But I found out that was a funny story about shooting archery in the wintertime. A solution that has worked for me is pinning the field point onto the wood shaft. Not only gluing it, but pinning it. I drill a very small hole through the metal point in the wood shaft, insert a very small nail. I clip off the excess of the nail that's hanging off, and then I peen it over with a hammer. I've shot 3D foam targets in -0 temperatures, and I've not had many of these points come off when they're pinned. The only issue that I've had is when you miss a target. If you miss a target with these pinned field points, and the arrow hits something that's frozen rock hard, it could just be the ground, a rock, a tree, whatever, the shaft will more than likely split. So you may not want to do this with some of your finer arrows. Maybe you just use some of your older plain Jane arrows. The other thing is you got to check your arrows before and after every shot to make sure that they're intact and safe. And I can't stress this enough. check your arrows, especially when shooting in these real cold temperatures, before and after every shot. They might develop a crack. Sometimes just hitting a target that is, was wet and it had absorbed a lot of rain or moisture and then froze rock solid, froze hard. So check your arrows. Be safe. Be careful with your equipment year-round, but especially in the winter. And one other reminder to some of you that aren't familiar with wooden shaft arrows, never, never, never shoot a wooden shaft arrow out of a compound or a crossbow. They're designed basically to shoot out of a traditional bow or a primitive bow. So with that, good luck with your practice and take care. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep on trucking and believe in yourself even when no one else does.